Good morning. Look at the sun on my face. Good morning. I am so happy to see you. I think the sun's a little aggressive for me. So let me move into a more shady place. Note the unicorn. Anyway, hi everyone. I love you. I love you. I love you. I've been thinking about you so much. And I thought I should go live. I also wanted to go live because I'm reading, hi Heather, because I'm reading so many of the comments, and I'm thinking we have coaching with Molly on Monday, and I'm thinking, my goodness, we have so much to talk about. So, oh, Amy, hi. So anyway, we have so much to talk about. And we have so much diet and drama and trauma stuff to talk about, which is one of my favorites. You know, body, diet, drama, and trauma stuff is such an interesting thing because it's so embedded in us. You know what I mean? It's so like in our guts. And we have to be really mindful about, you know, and I'll say this over and over and over to everybody, but about like what we're choosing to believe. I went out last night. If you're watching my live from last week, you know I'm at Fun Rehab. My best friend in the whole world, who's the most fun person I know. She's a normie, not an addictive bone in her body. Amazing. Her husband too. She's the most fun person. And so I'm staying with her, I think for probably about 3.5 weeks. And I'm transforming. I thought I was great before. No, I can't even get started. But anyways, just thinking about how much I talk about, you know, loving our bodies and appreciating our bodies and all of that. And let me tell you something. I believe it in my mind, body, and soul. And so much so that I wore this. We went out last night for our friend's birthday. Beautiful, fun party. Fun. And I wore this like cute skirt. And I wore this crop top because crop tops are like really in. And I love my body and I appreciate my body. And it's been through so much. I really believe that in my heart, my soul. So then my friend Sarah took a picture of me doing this like really fun dance. Like everything about this. My makeup looked amazing. My outfit looked amazing. I was like dancing. I'm going to post it on Instagram. I hope you follow me on Instagram. I'm like, there's a lot going on there. If you're like Team Molly, you want to get on Instagram. So I post on Instagram. I'll probably, if you want me to post on here, I will too. But anyway, so I'm looking at it. And I'm wearing this crop top, so it's not that, so I have a lot of extra skin, you know, because I was 325 pounds. And my eyes go right to the extra skin that's like jiggling while I'm doing this dance. So anyway, I want to just tell you this too. So I've been spending this morning, when I was watching the video, and my friend Sarah sent it to me this morning, first thing happened, I was like, oh my God, first I was like, oh my God, that belly. And I was like, that's not your belly, that's extra skin. But I've been spending a lot of time this morning doing some journaling, taking some breaths, and because that's not, listen, we're not responsible for our first thought. And often our first thought is trauma. And that's a trauma thought, right? That's me being very encultured in diet culture. And just really, you know, drilling down, what is the feeling I'm having? Well, it's shame. Okay, well, what's shame about? Shame is I'm a mistake? No way. Someone, sorry about the Instagram, but someone actually posted on Instagram on a post that I did about how she's so deeply ashamed about having gained all this weight. You know, I guess she was like, I weigh 220 pounds and I'm popping out of my skin. And I mean, you know, she's not my patient, but I was like, you didn't cause this and you didn't do this on purpose. And I don't think there's any part of you that was like, oh my God, you know, really, I hope I can just really harm myself with food and get into an obese category. I'm really hoping for that. You know, and there's this gentleness and this forgiveness because that's really digging into what the core feeling is about what you're, you know, when you're having some of this body stuff, you know, and mine was about the shame of the past. And I think mine was also mostly some of it was about me. A lot of it was about others. And oh my God, you know, my birthday's in a month. And if nothing, this last year and this next year is all about for me, it's about me not being so less caring about what other people think about me and more about me. And anyways, so just last night, I was out, my goddaughter was out with us too. She's so cute. She's my favorite person. But, you know, even she's getting encultured into diet culture. And she was like, and I wore, you know, my new power lip. Thank you, Carrie Lee, on this Facebook group, who taught me about a power lip and got me brave enough to do one. And I love it. And she was like, I don't know if you should wear that red lipstick. And I was like, I know I should wear that red lipstick. I just want to teach her to be different. We're not responsible for our first thought. We're responsible for our first action. And you know, and it's not always about ignoring that first thought, honestly. A lot of the times it's about healing the feeling that's coming from that first thought. You know, shame, sadness, fear, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is. It's like, but my friends, I'm seeing so much diet drama and trauma posting, and it's like, can we remember like the core of what I'm teaching you, which is this: when you focus on the weight, and especially, you know, just all of it, like you really, really cannot, I think it's very hard to, I think it's very, very hard to focus on, you know, really creating a loving, peaceful relationship with food and being hyper-focused. Listen, I think weight release is an outcome, not a measure. I think if you're doing the things and your body is meant to release that weight to get you into a different body, if that's what you're meant to be in, and I'm not talking about a hyper-vigilant, you know, last few pounds stuff. I'm talking about those of us who are really uncomfortable, whatever. But releasing weight is an outcome, not a measure. It's not a measure of anything. It's a note. And I love some of you who I'm seeing are throwing away their scales. Like, it's such a thief. The scale is such a thief, and I think it really, like, and I know this from what happened to me last night. Like, it's like diet culture, right? It's like patriarchy culture. Like, it's extra skin. Like, what does it mean to you is really the question. What does it mean to you, and can you dig down deeper into that? So anyway, when you focus on the weight, you lose the chance to have a complete and total loving relationship with food. It's absolutely true. And when you focus on the loving relationship with food and digging deep and getting into the stuff, and listen, I'm not saying, listen, and then you release the weight. And I'm not saying by any means, like, if you're sitting there, you know, I think the other thing I also want to say, which I'll always say about body image, is if you're harming yourself with food, it's hard to love your body. Hard to love your body when you're hurting your body, right? So there's that. It's tricky. We're in it together. I think this is all such good stuff for Coaching with Molly. I hope you're coming to Coaching with Molly. Oh, Amy, I'm so glad you're enjoying me. I'm so glad someone enjoys me. I get on here. I don't know if anyone's even listening. I write the love letter. I don't even know if anyone reads it. I just know that Anne said, hey, Molly, come back on. And also, I want you guys to come to Coaching with Molly. It's so flippin' good. And you get a replay of it. So anyway, I wanted to tell you one more thing. I didn't even mean to talk about this, but I guess, you know, it's before. But the other thing I wanted to say was that I go to a lot of teachers who give replays, and I like listen to them endlessly. So if it were me, I sometimes even listen to Coaching with Molly more than once. All of my team listens to it. It's a vibe. But I was listening to one of my teachers on a replay that he was doing, and he was talking about asking about how so many people are asking, like, why things are happening to them, like why is this happening to me? And he said this really interesting thing that, you know, and I believe this, like, why is such a crooked letter, right? Like, why is like tricky at minimum. And he was saying that when we start asking why, we sort of interrupt the flow of life. This is a general thing. Like, of course, I love a good analysis. I love a good chat about something. But I think he's talking about this really, you know, why is this happening to me? It's like, first of all, a lot of times, in my experience, the greatest gifts that I've ever been given are wrapped in truly crappy packaging, right? So I think it's one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. That's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And he's like, you know, when you're questioning why this is happening, you're sort of interrupting the flow of things unfolding the way that they need to. Life ain't unicorn rafts and hydrangeas, friends, even though it sort of looks that way right now. So he gave this analogy. He's like, you know, you're like in life. You're like, you're in life. You're in the flow of life with your foot on the gas pedal, you know, and then you start asking why. And so your foot's on the gas pedal and your foot's also on the brake, and you're wondering why you're not moving. I was like, yes, I relate to that. So it's like, you know, the opposite of trust is control. And, you know, what would it be like today to just trust the flow of life? I'm going to do that. You know, my core values these days are like trust and gratitude and love. And when I can really sit in those, my goodness, life is better than I could ever even imagine. And also, you know, treating myself lovingly with food, which is amazing. I feel so freaking grateful today that I am broken up with sugar. I can't even tell you. Oh, what a flippin' gift in my life. I'm out in Long Island with like my best friends. I have so much love in my life. And I had a lot of love in my life before, but not the quality of relationship that I was able to show up for, you know, like I am today. What a beautiful thing that is. What a beautiful thing that is. And I wish that for you. And I wish for you to come to Coaching with Molly. And, and we're launching Intensati next month. Ah! Spoiler alert. Tuesdays. Get your calendars ready. It's going to be a time, and we're also going to be launching it on Tuesdays, and we're going to be doing it one Saturday a month, and then one Sunday a month we're going to be doing these like Sati plus like a workshop with me. I'm just saying, someone was asking in the group, where can I get more Molly? Careful what you wish for, my friend. More Molly is on her way. It's going to be amazing. I'm so in this with you. I love you deeply. If nobody told you that they love you today, know that it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning, so there's hope yet. But I love you so much. And, yeah, if you have any questions about Coaching with Molly, please feel free to like DM me or whatever. I love you. I'm here for you. Oh, I have a big party tonight too. This life of mine. Thank you, Heather. This life of mine is so wonderful. I'm going to wear, I think, a jumpsuit. I have to go try on a few things. I'm either going to wear a jumpsuit or, in the service of what I told you about, I'm going to wear this like very low cut dress where I have to wear like tape on it. And I'm going to do it with the love in my heart and not caring what anybody thinks of me. All right? I'll report on it tomorrow. I'll let you know what outfit I wore tonight. I'll report on it tomorrow. And I love you. And I'm sending you all the love. And thank you for being my friend. Bye, guys.